Hi guys, today I'm going to do a video on makeup's do's and don'ts. I'm not a makeup artist, that's pretty obvious, but this is what I think you shouldn't do, how you should and how you shouldn't do, or rather how I don't like my makeup being done that way. As you can see, foundation isn't supposed to look like this. You're supposed to, what foundation is for, it's supposed to make your skin all the same colour, so you have no redness or anything. It's not supposed to tan it, give it an extra colour. That's what bronzer's for. So as you can see, this is not blended at all. It's all horrible. But actually, what you want to do, what I use, Beauty Blender, that's the one, and I'm taking Revlon Colour Stay for dry skin because I do actually have dry skin, and you don't want too much, and you want it to be the same. You don't want a different in colour, you want it all to be blended in. So I'm just gonna use dab. That's a good thing about blenders, beauty blenders, because they get bigger when you get them wet and you're supposed to use it damp. As you can see, this side is all blended into down my neckline. That you can't tell much different, that's good. If you're not sure what colour you can go into the shop, they'll always be there to help you, whether it's expensive, high-end brands, or if it's just like somewhere like Boots or Superdrug, they'll always help you. And as you can see, this looks so much better than what this does, and it's all blended. What a lot of people tend to do with their brows is actually take them really far in, and they use a brow pencil. Brow pencils can be good, yeah, there's nothing wrong about brow pencil, but you've got to kind of get used to doing it. Like what a lot of people do as well, they elongate it and then they make it too far down or something, and that does look ridiculous. So what you've got to do, you've got to take like a long, you could even use a pencil, get it in line there, and then a line there, and that's where it should finish, and then your arch should be in line with your pupil from your nose, all of them. And as you can see, that is not, and that is not, got excess. So what I actually do, I take my e.l.f. eyebrow kit, and I'm taking my Real Techniques brow brush, and I don't use the gel. I used to use the gel, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to take this colour here and brush it through, like sweeping it through my brow. You don't need a lot of product. You don't even always have to do your eyebrows, but you never need a lot of product. Start from the bottom of the brow and push it up. Then what you're going to do, you're going to take a lash comber, lash or brow, and you're going to take this end here, and you're just going to brush it through to get the hairs all the way that you want it. And then your brows look more natural than this side. Okay. As you can see on this side, eyeshadow is not blended and it's just clumped on. When you're doing your eyeshadow, you want to blend it so all the colours aren't just placed on, and you want it to have a smooth finish. Okay, I'm going to take a light colour, brush it through my brow, and the same colour on the base. You're going to use the same brush, which I'm using the base shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take a darker colour, but not too dark, and you're going to start from the outer corner in the crease and apply it into the crease. And then using the Deluxe Crease brush, I'm going to sweep it through lightly. And going back to the base shadow brush, I'm going to take the darker colour. Don't want it too much. And then you're going to place it on. You kind of want to do a V, because this will help for the gradient effect. Going back to the deluxe crease brush, and you're gonna blend that in here. You can never do too much blending, so don't put too much product on, and then you're just gonna blend. And if you want to add more, make the colour more. Just add more on. You don't put it all on first and then. Using the accent brush, I'm going to take that dark colour that I was just using, only a tiny bit, and sweep it under the lower lash line. And then you're going to blend that in. And as you can see, this eye looks so much better than this eye, because this one is blended all and it's all smooth, and it looks so much better. You can see mascara. You don't want it clumpy. You don't want spider legs. Mascara is supposed to make the lashes look longer and more fuller, not clumpy and short. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take their real mascara, and I've got a mirror here, and what you're going to do, you're just going to, what I do, I wiggle it, like you give it a little rock. It also helps if you curl your lashes as well, because that, some people will find eyelash curls a bit scary, but you get the hang of it. And as you can see, it's much clumpy, less clumpier. If you want, you can go to the lash comb and just push it down. The lashes. And also, what I forgot to mention is you don't want any. You've got to be very careful with your mascara so you don't get all these black dots on your lash. What is the word called? Not the lash, the lish, the crease, the shadow, the socket? I don't know that word. This bit, your lid, your eyelid, because if you do, you just take your creasing glass and just blend it into your eyeshadow, because you don't want to ruin your eyeshadow. Blusher, right, you don't want your blusher to be in a stripe down your face. Blusher is supposed to maybe put a bit of better colour, natural colour back in, so for rosy cheeks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my MAC blush in Pinch Me and my Real Techniques blush brush, and lightly, only lightly, on the top bristles, because that's how the brush is cut, is so it can blend in for you. And I smile, ignore my smile, I don't like it, and I'm just gonna bronzer. Right. Bronzer is quite hard. I have trouble finding the right bronzer for me, but bronzer, what I use bronzer for is to contour under your cheeks. I can't get the words out today. And you don't want to just put it all over, because then if you don't blend as well, you're just going to look stupid. Right, so I take I'm going to take the same brush, the blush brush, and sometimes I use Hoola by Benefit, but at the moment I've been using Bourjois chocolate bronzer, basically. Oh, it smells so good. Right, so I'm just going to lightly put it on the brush, because you don't want loads. I'm going to do a fish face. And what you can do, when you do this, you see the hollow under the cheekbone. That is what I'm contouring. Guys, so that was my do's and don'ts video. If you have any questions, just ask. I hope you liked it and you enjoyed it. I liked filming it. I scared my mum when I came downstairs. But if you have any video requests, either send us a message or tweet us for our Twitter account. Which basically, I'm an idiot and forgot to forgot to click record on the last bit, so here I am now. Our Twitter account is Sophie Ella, capital Y, capital T for YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.